What's next?
The next thing I got a question about, and this is the discussion that you had called me on subsequent to work being done, and that's the subsurface investigation that took place at Cameron Way.
Yep.
You know, first of all, I'd like to know why I wasn't involved in that whole process for a couple of reasons. One, as a member of this board, and two, probably somebody that's familiar with doing those types of investigations and have done those on numerous occasions in the past. I'd like to know why this was done. As you and I spoke, you said that I was recusing myself, which is not in fact the case whatsoever. In fact, I'm about the only one that will make that decision to recuse myself on any particular subject. So therefore, I'd like to know, you know, how this all came about, why it was done, and where we are with this.
Okay, happy to respond to that. First of all, this town is being sued for over $5 million. Us, the people in this town, by one developer. I won't name his name. $5 million, okay? We have an obligation to defend our position, okay? We were asked by our insurance company. Remember, it's one developer against this town. You people was asked by an insurance company to have an investigation on a certain development, okay? Through the direction of the town's legal counsel, okay? They felt it necessary for legal reasons to do that, to protect us, not the developer, us, which we did, okay? What the results of that, I'm not, you know, we're not going to say at this point naturally, as you can understand, but it was done for the benefit of this town. There should be no one in this room, whether you're shaking your head or not out there, that should be against it. And if you are against it, it will, we won't get into that. But, so that's why it was done, Mr. McBride, at no cost to the town, by the way. Not a penny to the town, the insurance company, okay? And,
Okay, well, since
and I did call you.
after the fact.
After the fact, that's right.
After the fact. So that's when I found out about it, after this was
And what was
done.
my reason for not calling you?
Because you said that you felt I was recusing myself.
Well, you had in the past, so if that was an error, I'm fine, but you know something?
On a
Let me ask
separate...
you something. Would you be against it if I had called you tomorrow? Would you be against it?
Would I be against it? I would say, why aren't we doing this on other roads that have failed in this last storm that we
We're
had?
not in litigation for $5 million with a certain developer, are we?
Is that subdivision part of that litigation?
It is.
It is?
It is.
Okay. So, well, since I'm an active member of this board, and I'm also the liaison to the Highway Department, I'd like to see copies of all the meeting minutes relative to this issue. I'd like to see telephone conversation memos that were prepared relative to this. I'd like to know who we spoke with at the insurance company and what legal counsel for the town discussions took place so that I can be brought up to speed on this and why it was done in this manner.
Sure.
And the second question I have is, since I'm the liaison to the Highway Department,
Yes.
and the Highway Department individuals were used after you and I talked the following Monday, I believe it was, out on this same subdivision, I'd like to know what it is that they were doing and why, as common courtesy to the liaison from the Board of Selectmen to the Highway Department, I wasn't brought in on that one either.
That was done under my direction as the chairman, okay? To expedite things, to get things done, and that's the way it happened.
For what purpose?
For the same investigation that we're defending ourselves against the developer.
Well, I see us using, you know, highway maintenance folks, highway guys.
Highway maintenance, the superintendent on one occasion, on both occasions, and two other folks for about a half an hour to lift covers off.
Okay.
We have a $5 million lawsuit plus.
I can appreciate that,
And
but you know what?
Don't you want to defend ourselves, Mr. McBride?
Oh, I would, but I'm also an
Whatever.
active member of this board,
fine.
and I have constituents that call me relative to this issue, and you
bet
know
you
what?
do,
I was
yeah.
locked out of it.
I'll bet you
Oh,
do,
bet-
yeah.
Is there something you want to say, Mr. Chairman?
there's
No, I didn't
nothing.
think so. The
No.
implication is altogether
I'm
too
not.
straightforward.
So,
Let there be no misunderstanding that
Go ahead.
I want full disclosure on the information on this.
I'll give you whatever I have. How's that?
I want it all, yeah, because I want to review it.
Go right ahead. I'll get you that.